record, so.
That's fine. Auto level roll. Look at me.
I can't wait for me to get my... It's God.
Darge, I hope you know you're sitting behind the chair right now.
Places, people, places. Take one. Act 5. Alright. So for today's scene, we're going to go ahead and make sure all the actors are ready. Here's your script, and here's my script. Okay, everybody. Hartz will be here shortly. We'll go ahead and get this scene ready and start rolling here. Alright. Now, you're already eating a panini with a chai latte tea.
Like you fuck ass, just get ready.
I am! This is in character! I am a director at Hartz!
People are looking at us funny, you know that.
What are you talking about? No one is.
Sorry, he's a little bit special.
There's no one even there. Anyways. Oh, fuck. How much longer till Hartz is here again?
I don't know. He didn't usually give a specific time, which, normal. He just said meet at this place.
Yeah, what do you think?
You've never met with someone who wanted to share info person to person? You never had that special someone who rather said, oh, I want to tell you in person at this place? Or at least an informant?
I was in the military. Fuck no. They just sent me a text message or call me. Fucking, Alright, but what we got going on? Well, we have no
Well, if I can infer, it's because, you know, Hartz wants me to use my special, you know, old FBI skills for whatever reason.
You actually kept up contact with your past?
It's not so much cut contact, it's a lot of friends, but they won't let me access anything well because the NFFA kind of fucking dumped me. So, it's one of those things where I have friends in, but I can't really access any of the files.
Yeah.
I still know people there and, you know, still talk to them occasionally, but it's less.
I'm still hearing you. I'm just getting something to eat.
Yeah, I'm getting something to drink real quick.
Hey, can I have a coffee, please? Grande. What? Hey, you know what? No. Yeah, grande, that shit. And chocolate muffin. Thanks. Yep. It's stew. Here you go. All right. Beep, 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 beep. All right.
Alright. Just one monster, please. Yeah, no flavors. Yeah, I'll keep it simple. Yeah, credit card. Yep. Alright, thank you.
Don't worry. Anyways. You ever feel like you're ever being watched by an entity you just do not understand?
I mean, occasionally, but I used to think I was being chased by the NFFA. I mean, like, there was this one time when I was fucking just on the streets, you know, trying to find whatever I could, whether that be small jobs, work, a little bit of petty crime here and there. And, you know, I was in a motel, and I'll admit to you, I didn't do great things during those 3 years.
Alright.
You know, syringe in the arm, belt tightened, looking out the windows, thinking the old NFFA is after you type of deal. So, yeah, that was fun. And then I joined a PMC that works with them, and I don't know how to feel.
Money's money at this point. I mean, I have no real... I should... I mean, let's be frank. You already heard how I talk. I sure you wouldn't be really working with them in the first place, in all honesty. As soon as they caught a whiff of something, they'll probably throw me out there. But now with these current circumstances, I guess they're a little hesitant now to throw one of their new toys.
Well, to be fair, it's because we proved ourselves valuable, I don't think.
Hold on, I'll get my stuff. Yeah, that's me. Yep.
I think I need the other,
Thanks.
other corporations we work with, not work with, or work against, are a little bit hesitant to work for them.
I mean...
Though I know some people aren't happy with us working with the NFFA.
Ah! Call this shit espresso. Anyways. And yeah, that is the sad truth of it all, but that's why we don't advertise that fact, though, of course.
Well, I mean, we've all, looked through the personnel files ourselves, because they let us access that and to get to know each other. We've all seen Charlotte's file. Redacted to shit. Mentions of old CIA shit.
Yeah?
I've worked with a couple of them, and it's jarring to say the least. Like, you walk into the office one day, and it's just a bunch of guys in very casual clothes. They're a lot calmer than most of the federal agencies. ATF's the worst. ATF was the fucking worst to work with, because they were really fucking gung-ho. You think they learned their lesson, but no.
Well, I bet they feel especially empowered now with the new government in order.
When I was working for them, we still kept the name. I think the name might have changed. I don't know.
Honestly,
I just know things got a lot busier with the NFFA.
Oh, definitely. I imagine they had a lot of the agencies cracking down doors, getting rid of, the usual suspects.
Well, the thing was, is they were letting us cut through a lot of the old bureaucratic red tape that's been in there since the fucking 20s. Okay, more 50s. So a lot of stuff we were planning to do for, like, warrant services, we could instantly kind of do. And we could get approved for real fucking quick. So it was more of a case of the fact that we got a lot done in a shorter amount of time because we didn't have to deal with as much bureaucracy. What I didn't know was they were also, the NFFA is more focused on money than justice or whatever. But I was cynical of the old FBI before that, so that's a given.
I mean,
So we got a chip on my shoulder about that judge.
Alright, just to let you guys know, if you do see me, you do see me. So.
You ever heard of like an omnibus and a bean tell you that if they see you, or if we see them, we see them?
Well, typically during a stakeout, the old-fashioned sitting in a car. Only if you have two vehicles, someone will announce their presence over the little radio. But you keep it real quiet.
Right, I don't have a radio on.
I've got a little small, not big kit, but I've got some magnifying glasses, some gloves. I've got my regular handgun. Give one, I carry everywhere. And I've got a little earpiece for my phone.
No, actually, that sounds pretty good.
I can just pop it in case it calls.
How much does your Bluetooth earphone cost?
Mine, I'll admit to you, mine is a old model from the 2020s.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I wonder how much one costs now.
However, the issue is that I was kind of forced to replace it because, keep in mind, this is the old earpiece I've had since, ever since I started. Because I used to use a wired piece, and then they told me, they're like, hey, Agent Kennedy, stop fucking using that. That is old as shit. Because it was like a little wired piece. Oh. Speaking of old as shit, I think, I just saw Hartz.
Hartz?
Go from, yeah.
Alright,
finish up your drinks and stuff.
Oh, my fucking back.
Let's go look for this boy.
Yep, you too. Actually, we don't. Give me a sandwich along the way. Yeah, here you go. Gonna get a sandwich? Yes, I can.
You gonna enjoy that sandwich? You better not get crumbs in his car, otherwise he'll kill you.
Well, I'll show him reader now.
I believe he went that way.
This is a pretty alright sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, no mostly hunks in here.
Found what you're looking for?
Oh, what's up, guys?
Alright.
What's up?
Alright. What you need us for today, dude?
Well, mainly to talk with, Kennedy, but, I figured, you know, get everybody together that way it didn't seem as, odd.
Okay.
He didn't want to make it seem like we're going on a date.
It's pretty gay.
I'm married.
Anyways,
I was too. Don't worry.
before things get weird and awkward
Let me check
between
the
us.
group chat.
I
I think Misk and Blue might either be on their way, but
Lena is on like a vacation right now. Last I checked, and that was Sunday night.
yeah, Blue hasn't responded, and Misk is kind of sick for the count. So
I checked on them before
Okay.
coming in, and it seems. Oh well. Anyways, you see a camera you want to
That's
get?
Oh, I was just taking a look around. I was waiting on you guys mainly.
Ooh, this is a pretty nice
Yeah,
looking
some nice
model.
hair. Yeah, I was looking at this one actually.
Ooh. Well, that looks pretty nice.
which one? Do they have the model here? Did they have the model here? Oh yeah, that one. I loved using that one. I had one in my old stakeout car. I loved it.
Well,
Take the
if you got
clear
money,
pictures you can always see.
you got money, you might as well get it. There's a sale looks of it right now.
No, not right now. I don't need cameras and other things right now. I don't need to rebuild a stakeout car.
Sorry to ask you guys to meet out so late. It's just, I learned a long ass time ago that this is the best time of night for me to shop. I can't imagine you can see why.
Yeah, barely anyone in here today. Thank God.
Well, it's this is thank God almost everything in here is 24 hours.
You know, that's the craziest thing.
The
I
ladies at
say.
the coffee shop were pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the coffee shop people are pretty cool.
It's crazy to believe that like mid to late 2020s, it was such a pain in the ass to find any 24-hour place, but here we are now. They're fucking everywhere again.
Yeah, almost you almost have to be 24 hours if you want good business. You guys done all your shopping you need to do, or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Alright. He's gonna eat a sandwich, probably in the car.
Oh, it's halfway done. No worries.
All I ask is if you make a mess, please clean it.
Of course. No
I
worries.
try to keep my car nice. Oh, speaking of, we're taking my car, so why I asked you guys not to bring your
Really,
own.
I thought we were gonna take a helicopter.
I think I know how to fly. Actually, you know what? Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Who knows? You can always learn. I mean, I know a little bit, just in case of an emergency.
It's just right outside. I park in the front all the time.
Literally car
Yeah,
ride. It's so dark. It's so dark. I cannot. Oh, I gotta literally sit down.
Oh, extra seats.
Go up there. I want to be in the back seat.
Fine. Yeah, I see. So, it's been a while since I've done the kind of work, but I imagine I know why you'd want me to meet up with you as well as the others.
Yeah. Go ahead and take a look in the glove box there. There's a portfolio with a bunch of pictures. Pictures I managed to snag before any police could get there. Because looking at me and then looking at the police, you could imagine how little of a surprise it was when they first suspected me.
Yeah.
They- They, first when I got there, they, asked me all the, bog standard questions, I guess. And then immediately threw me in jail for the next 2 months. No bail, obviously, because you know how the NFFA is. And then when they had camera footage of whenever they dated the blood, how old the blood was, it had only been a few hours old. Whenever they camera dated my alibi, my employer was pretty nice to send their own lawyers to keep me from getting convicted. So that was pretty nice.
Yeah. Looks like from a lot of the blood splatter, this is fucking messy.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. You go back there, Stu?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, let me also push this button that has extra seats. That way I see them too. Anyways. Yeah, I hope you don't mind this old girl. It's a old Lincoln Navigator. 2020s, actually. This thing's old.
While she's looking over that shit, do you just normally wear your combat armor, like, even when you're not on a job?
Anymore? Yeah.
You know what? Fair.
I don't really go any place else other than home and the unit and on jobs, so hell anymore with the reputation I'm stirring up for myself. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody wants to take care of me.
Reputation? What? Is your name out there, name and face out there with the shit we did in Hawk? In the zones?
Look at me. Dude, I'm fucking obvious as shit.
I mean, yeah, no, you raise a valid point again. You'd be the first one to be, like, suspected of, like, being poor.
That's why I always carry a piece on me now. Actually, I always carried a piece before, but
Yeah.
there's also a backup
Yes.
underneath your seat, Kelly.
Thanks. I already got my own piece. Yeah, this shit looks messy as fuck. It was either new guys or some entirely different. I've heard of cover-up jobs before and rumors, but usually you know those federally by if you're going to a crime scene that either state or city asks for, and some men in nice suits show up and tell you they handled it.
I didn't see any men in super nice suits show up.
Let me guess. Right after they came and they questioned you a little bit, they put you in the back of a police car, didn't they?
Yep.
Did they perchance
I
beat
mean,
you?
I knew that was going to happen anyways. I wasn't surprised with that. But the questions they kept asking me, it slowly became more and more evident that I was going to be going to a hotel that night.
When you were being dragged away, did you notice any, like, unmarked vehicles, any white vans, anything, that that kind of screams Fed?
No.
'Cause-
It was all state sheriffs and county deputies.
I hate to ask Hartz, but
And
what
then-
is the actual likelihood that this is like a Fed thing? What do you know so far about this whole situation?
What I know about this whole situation. Okay, so I'll give you my account of what happened. So I imagine you've already read my interview. I worked basically a 9 to 5. I come home and my front door is wide open. And my wife gets home from work before I do because, I'm coming home from a job site, so I normally get home, 6 o'clock, 6:30 at the latest. So my wife gets home before I do. But she never leaves the front door locked. And my front door is wide fucking open. There's like one of two reasons that's the case. One, my house has been broken into, which I mean I wouldn't be surprised. Not that it hasn't happened before, you know. That's why I haven't, you know, always have insurance. You know, my stuff gets replaced, whatever.
Another question I have, also because I'm looking at it, do I notice any bullet holes or casings?
There are bullet holes and casings. In fact, there's an unusually large amount of bullet holes and casings.
One question I have to ask you, was there a lot of... Did you have a lot of guns in your house? Like, I heard you know, you pack a piece now, but did you pack a lot of pieces, and did your wife also know?
Nothing drastic. I had a Mossberg 500 in the gun safe, and then I also had a small 308 hunting rifle, basically to keep varmint away.
Oh, yeah,
I grew up on a farm. I'm used to handling varmint. And then I got the Mossberg because moving here to Tennessee, I was worried about bears.
Yeah, I get that. Any handguns you had before?
No, I didn't have a single handgun.
Yeah. Trying to look at the
RP, there are a lot of pistol shell casings. In fact, all of the shell casings are pistol.
There's not even shotgun or rifle ones, from what I'm trying to see.
RP, nothing other than 9mm.
If you want to pack a piece and your wife wasn't fighting back, why do you fucking shoot so much?
My wife didn't actually care for the guns. It's not that she was against them. She just didn't want to use them.
Well, I understand that, but usually in a stressful situation where someone breaks into your house, usually, you know, you go for wherever the gun is or wherever the most defensive tool.
I did find my gun safe unlocked, but neither one had been removed.
Huh.
The door was unlocked and it was like barely cracked open, but I didn't find it removed. Well, anyways, back to my account. Sorry, it's such a long drive. I live kind of out in the country.
No, you're fine.
I found the front door wide open. The only other reason my door would be wide open, other than being broke into, is my wife was, you know, she likes to deep clean the house sometimes, and you know, she'll like open up all the doors and have the wind blow through the house, and you know, it's nice. But
I get that.
I stepped through my front door, and there is just blood everywhere. Just bullet holes and shell casings. I was fucking shocked. I thought for sure I was gonna find her in one of the rooms just dead, but I didn't find her anywhere. In fact, the only thing I found of her was her wedding ring, which is why I wear it now, as to not lose it. This is hers on my pinky.
Oh, okay.
That is the only thing I found of her. And I spent the last almost year, this happened shortly over a year ago, I've just been that whole time just chasing down anything.
Had they ever tested
It's too sloppy to be a Fed job. There's a lot of shell casings.
Very little of the blood was hers, which is what shocks me so much.
But someone was confirmed hers?
Yeah, some of it, but not much.
I see.
And then I know they took her out the back door because that's where some of her blood was. It started in our bedroom, and then it was trailed kind of through the house out the back door.
Did you have any previous bad encounters with the county Mounties?
No.
Or anyone?
I don't know who those are. No.
The sheriff, any cops?
No. No, I didn't have a record.
Any sketchy men showing up to your workplace in, well, suits, you know, Italian types. You know the look. The guys from like The Sopranos.
Not
Or good
from what
fellas.
I can remember. Oh, here we are. We're here.
Right.
All right.
And cut! Alright, boys. We get a 15-minute break post lunch, and we'll go ahead and get ready for the next scene. Alright.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. Once you get into the world, there's a closet to the right. Just turn off all of the options on the wall, and then meet out front by the road. So like once you step to the, just immediately step to the right, turn off pens, music player, chairs, pictures, make sure it's all off.
Step off to the right. Music player. And
No wonder.
I mean, step out to the right.
I was checking something else.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god. Give me a moment. I'm also getting my clothes ready for the next scene.
Oh, do your clothes not save?
Yeah, they don't. I eventually, with a new one that's being made right now, I think I'll get them to be where it's like that.
There's literally an option in your parameters that's saved.
Right. I don't make my own models. I only commission right now. Still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, green light.
Action.
Well, welcome to my place.
Right. Let me put this. Let me put this clapper away real quick. All right.
Let me get on my old latex gloves. Alright.
How many years has it been again?
It's been just over a year. I still live here, by the way, so.
Oh.
Lock the door. All right. Welcome on in.
Nice place.
Alright, get the fuck with me.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And this is where it all happened.
Yeah. I'm just kind of cross-referencing with what I see in the pictures to where bullet holes and things
I'll
are.
let you do your thing. Let you focus.
Yeah.
Let's do. If you're still hungry, I might have some stuff in the fridge. Yeah, it's not much, but
Oh no, don't worry about me. I'm good. I already ate that big old sandwich and
Oh,
a
okay.
chocolate muffin.
okay. That's fine.
So how long you lived here before?
Me and my wife bought this place. We lived here for about 4 years. Yeah.
Do you recall any other buyers potentially for this property before you bought it?
Oh no. When we bought the place, it was a field. It was just trees. We bought it, built this house here.
And no one else is trying to buy the land either?
No. I'm not exactly tied to this area. This is, well, in case you didn't know this, we're in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
My home turf is Oklahoma. Tool belt.
Yeah. You said you were construction, right?
Yeah. All my union stuff is right here. Or in the back of the car. It'd be in the trunk.
Back of the trunk?
Yeah. Here's my keys in case you want to go check.
Yep, I'll go check it.
Yeah. Bought this piece of property, plonked a little trailer home here for about 8 months while we built this place. Yeah, honestly, from the stories I hear, the old man back in Oklahoma, things used to take a long ass time to build in the early 20s and like the 10s.
Yeah. Even
This place, like, fucking, I don't know. I mean, it certainly wasn't cheap, but it's not like I couldn't afford it.
how much did this property cost?
I think the mortgage I think I've had it reevaluated a few times. I think I've got it down to like 2,500 a month. It's not bad. It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, no, that's
I like this place.
especially nice.
The wife had a lot of influence on the decor and the layout, so it's not all me.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the location, and I wanted a pool. The pool was my idea.
Yeah, no, pool's nice. Pool's nice.
Yeah.
Nice little fire pit too.
Yeah.
What's downstairs?
Yeah, I lived here for a while. Oh, downstairs? Downstairs, my treat. The wife absolutely wanted a basement in case of tornadoes because she was all panicked from Oklahoma.
Hmm.
You know, she thought tornadoes were everywhere, but they're not. I tried to tell her that, but...
Nice, nice.
So she wanted a basement, just to have a basement we could hide in, and then she never did anything with it. So I turned it in to a theater.
Nice.
What do you think?
So honestly, I would
This
love to.
projector was... Dude, I found this projector. Fucking 20% off. Dude, it was a fucking steal.
Fuck, how much did it cost originally? Do you remember?
10 grand.
Jesus fucking Christ. How you gonna afford that on a
20.
construction worker's salary? What were you doing?
Oh, right. Okay. That does make a lot of sense now. You guys think I was the laborer. That makes a lot of sense now. My bad. I was actually the contractor for the union.
You mean like how we are contractors now, kind of contractor, right?
No, like I was like, you know, like company wants to build a new high rise.
That kind of
They
contractor.
call me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite a snazzy place for 9 to 5.
We were just talking
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. You guys thought I was the laborer. No, I'm sorry. I can see where you're getting that confused now. No, like I was the contractor. Like when a company wants to build a new high rise, they called me.
I mean, I understand that, but usually with contractor, it goes under like many, especially under construction, it goes under many things. Usually it's like lineman, plumber, what have you. Also, I noticed that you have a project, you have the garage project finished, which is kind of odd because most laborers I know usually have a half finished or kind of finished project, or they're always working on something. I know it's surprisingly clean for a union job.
Thank you. No, I mean I was the contractor. I was the guy that
Yeah.
I had an office.
I
I dealt with
noticed-
blueprints.
I apologize for like snooping around. But when
Oh,
we
that's what you
we
mean.
had, like,
I thought you were like some other fucking kind of deal. You actually made blueprints and shit. Now it makes more sense. You don't just say contractor. You say like what you work on, like the
Oh.
blueprints and design and shit like that.
you designer, architect of that sort.
Okay, now it makes even more sense. Here we are. Okay.
I just did it for a union. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Fuck, I did not dig that up in your fucking background
Listen,
search.
it's
God
just-
damn. How'd I fuck
I
that up?
didn't think it was that big of a deal.
No,
I'm sorry, guys.
it does explain like at least some things, you know. Before
Fresh stuff, clean tools, finished project. I also noticed you had a treehouse back there. What's the deal with that?
it helps out with the
Kids?
skits.
The wife wanted kids.
The wife wanted kids. Okay, I thought. It
Yeah,
was
like
either
I was
kids
telling Stu, a lot of the design is actually the wife's. However, so like the
Usually
wife
it goes.
wanted this basement because she, we come from Oklahoma. She was worried about tornadoes. Understandable. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, we can get a basement. And then she never did anything with it, and I was like,
Just for spinning. I'm
I was
looking
like,
around.
I was like, hon, you ever gonna put anything in the basement? She was like, no, we need that. We just need it to be safe in case tornadoes come. And I was like, okay. And I never seen her come down here, so I put in a theater down here.
Fair
At first she was a little, like what the fuck, and then
Yeah.
we had a little date night down here, and I never heard her mess about it with it again. Mess with it again.
That's how it usually goes.
Yeah, it's just you got a lot of nice stuff for like architects or designers and that sort.
Yeah,
Kinda.
Ooh.
No, I was, my the old timer from back home in Oklahoma. He helped me secure that job. I mean, I was the laborer for a little while, like
Yeah.
a year or two. And
You
then
had-
and
You're
then
like, I work construction, he says, but your tools look fresh. Your jacket's not, doesn't have those deep stains. And probably if I check the sink, I'm not gonna find any like extra dish soap or anything used to clean off of like oils and
I
such.
swear, feds are schizos.
Listen. A Fed's job is to pick out every single little detail.
I mean, that's literally why I asked her to come check it out.
No, that makes sense.
To me, this doesn't scream, oh, I was a laborer of a unit. I apologize. This is, I work for DARPA or the DoD.
No, I definitely didn't work for them.
It's a very nice place. There's not a lot of clutter. That's why I'm very skeptical. Usually there's clutter from food or...
No, I don't. Like I said in the car, like I really don't have many things to do other than do stuff for the unit. Because honestly, the unit is like the only way I can get information. Like I've exhausted every other resource I have.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, there's always like hobbies and such.
Oh, fucking hell.
Someone usually has like a little hobby, like painting models or art or something on the side.
Did you find?
He's killing people now.
I guess so. Anyways, did you find out anything yet when looking at the pictures and looking at crime scene and all that?
Well, most of what I found is kind of interesting that whatever her blood was that was coming out that way, either she went into the woods that way for whatever reason, and I can't determine the cases themselves, but since there's a lot of them, I assume some form of a gunfight broke out. Which makes me not skeptical of you, don't worry, but skeptical that it was maybe one group of people.
You couldn't be skeptical of me anyways. Like, they dated the blood to be a few hours old, to how many ever hours old, and there's literally camera footage of me sitting in my office and a bunch of people coming in and talking to me.
I wouldn't care if he's a wife killer anyways either, because he fucking does good work. Fucking hell.
That's besides the point. The thing is, it's kind of hard to infer because I don't have the casings with me. Because I can infer, like, okay, these casings go here and these casings go here.
The only way we'd be able to get that is if we broke into the local PD and got into their evidence locker. That would be the only way to get them. That's if they're even still there.
There is a way, and there is occasionally archives. And I imagine most of it's digital now. So unless we unless we ask the boss man and people, pretty please, I think we could do it maybe through, that whole program we use to get into people's computers, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We could also just put on masks and barge in.
You want to check out the,
Ooh, nice.
I never really had a name for this.
Well, looks like you turned it from a...
No, RP, it is not a prime unit. It's actually a lab unit flag.
Oh, yes, the lab flag. Proudly flying, displaying great unity right there, huh? Look at the rainbow colors. Yeah. Anyways, besides the point of breaking the, hurting the cameraman's heart there. Honestly, at this point, just fucking call it a bar. I don't know. Shit.
It's just
planning room right there. Technically, look at all those diagrams you could just stick on the wall.
Yeah,
there were a couple ways we can get in.
These were my
local PD.
These were my two blueprints I saved from building the house.
Nice.
I knew I wanted to turn the garage into like a man cave for me and the guys. Oddly enough, the wife used it more.
No shit.
Yeah. Book club?
Not book club. My wife was not one of them. No. No, she would get her girlies, and they would come out here drinking.
Sounds like a wild bunch. Now, as I said, I apologize. I don't have all the evidence, so I can't come to a conclusion yet. But the best I can.
No, that's fine. I mainly wanted to do this. I mainly wanted to see if you could infer any other leads that I didn't find.
The amount of fucking casings is concerning, especially since you didn't have the handgun in the house.
Yeah.
Because
that was something that concerned me too.
Excuse
me. But if it was that many bullets, either A, it's one group of people that did a very sloppy job, so they ain't feds, because I even know that feds pick up their casings. You ever worked with the DEA or CIA before? They're fucking weird. Like, after you get done, they'll kind of crawl through, pick up their casings little by little. It's weird, man. It's weird. Us in the FBI, we have to fucking report everything. Oh, haha. Yes, we are doing our job for justice. Meanwhile, the DEA and CIA get to kick in doors and shit. Well, until the NFFA, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I suck at this game.
What also surprises me is that, well, okay, never mind. You live in the middle of nowhere, so...
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! My beer! I spilled the beer that I grabbed from the fridge all over my cellular device that's right there. I gotta clean it quick. Hey, I'm gonna go outside and let this air dry real fast. Hold on. And take care of the actual beer, too. Oh, no, it's over my work mouse.
born. We just went off of the date that he found me. And like just on my fucking birthday, just he said, I hope you get that promotion, bud. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks fucking later, got approached for that job offer.
Yeah.
I knew he fucking called somebody.
And that was during an FFA, so I do not know.
Your grandpa.
Because I don't know what he did now.
No, the old man. I'm not actually physically related to him. I'm not related to him by blood.
Doesn't matter. You know what I'm trying to say. The old man, I guess. Fuck you, I'm old. Anyways, does he have enemies? That sounds more plausible, actually, in a situation like that.
I don't know. I don't know. He wouldn't tell me what he used to do. He would just fucking make phone calls, and all of a sudden, our problems were fixed. Like, I worked on this farm for several fucking years, and I mean, I would see men with suits, but most of the time they were there to talk contracts with them.
Did you ever eavesdrop on any of these contracts, even when you were younger?
No, he always knew I was there. Even though I had better ears than he did. Yeah, he always knew I was there.
Maybe it's time to do some background checking on him next, don't you think? We gotta look at any angle, so.
I suppose, but this is a roundabout way to get to him. That's gonna really piss me off.
You can always just directly ask him. And
Another question is did you ever call him after the incident? Or after this happened?
Yeah, I did.
What did he tell you?
This is like the first thing I did when I got out of jail. They didn't even give me my one phone call. I always heard about that, but I never got my one phone call.
That's bullshit.
Couldn't post bail, couldn't make a phone call, so I just sat in jail for 2 months, honestly. I mean, they put me in my own cell. So.
Huh. Have you already...
Did your, Go ahead with your question.
I guess the one thing to say is, have you already researched police procedure that time period? Or, of like, if you're supposed to have certain shit? Wouldn't that be the good starting position to understand what's going on their end and maybe see if there's something on like, their end potentially? Because if they're acting like that...
Well, I mean, it was also. I mean,
you're also, yeah.
They had my case
black.
after they cleared that it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Okay, so my employer realized I hadn't been to work for 2 months. They figured out where I was, and then they got me a lawyer. My employer got me a lawyer.
Yep.
And then they had me out within a week. And then I asked my lawyer, like, what the fuck happened? He said they should not have held me. Especially without a phone call. I don't know if that was just like a courtesy phone call, if they're required to give me one anymore. But
the posting bail one is really weird to me because the NFFA would want to make money at every time.
It's not that I couldn't post it; they just wouldn't let me. Yeah, I kept asking. I was like, "Hey, what's my bail set at?" They wouldn't tell me. They just said there is no bail.
Do you know your old man's name? You don't have to tell me it, but I've got a small idea.
Do you know
his, like, full government name? Or did you just call him Papa all your life?
I just called him Old Man. His last name's Hartz.
Hartz? The only thing I can really think of besides trying to look him up or trying to find some evidence way is maybe he was, similarly one of those, sketchy boys. Maybe, I don't know, ask Charlotte if she knew someone like that. She's got a lot of old connections like that.
I don't know. Yeah. I'll have to get back out to Oklahoma sometime and ask him. I mean, he knew nothing of what was going on. Whenever I finally called him after I got out of the fucking clink, he didn't think anything of it, I'll call him every couple of weeks or months, ask him how he's doing, see what's going on, see if he needs any help with anything. If he does, I typically fly out there, help him, and come home.
Yeah, like I said, I've got theories, but nothing solid yet.
Yeah, about the staying here and using the place. Yeah, go ahead, take as long as you need. Take take a couple weeks or take a month if you need.
Yeah, but that's gonna be after I get evidence. So I'm gonna probably either need an SFA connection to barge in there. Of course, I'm gonna have to do it with whoever the NFA connection is and just myself. I know as much as you'd probably want to be there, they probably wouldn't take kindly to it.
You need a place to sleep tonight. I got a guest room.
That's a nice guest room. Is there another one?
I
don't want to sleep with this one. He smells like pasta.
I'm not staying here. Anyways. Look, alright, ultimately I got a feeling we're going to have to rob the place and check it in there, so I'll just bring some gear to help, that's marked, that's not marked and such over here, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, get some unmarked gear. I can probably get some. I've got some acid somewhere I can rub off VIN numbers.
I don't know if I should go along with you guys, because, I mean, it's kind of hard to hide this fucking thing.
I mean, we could always chop it off. No, I'm joking. We'll figure something out, alright? For now, just bring the equipment and you do your footwork.
You threaten that to me so much. The old man threatened me with that so much. that threat is nothing to me.
I was about to say, we could change up your armor and dye your hair. That's what I was planning for whenever we were going to do our little Rancor bit.
That's not even...
Oddly enough, I've tried dye. Doesn't last fucking 2 days.
Besides, facial recognition technology.
Yeah.
I mean, we only need to last 1 day at most.
Yeah.
We'll discuss...
And we can always bring more to do it on the roll.
We'll discuss more on this in this plan in a while. First, you need to finish your footwork on your end. Then we can sit down and get more plans going. I'll just bring assets up here, and then afterwards, we gotta wait on you. All right?
I'll start texting Charlotte and see what I'm allowed to do.
Over here. I don't have anything in it. I don't have much in it right now. I was about to say not anything, but I have some things in here.
Okay.
Open box because I'm nosy.
Why opening his boxes?
Anything?
This is a lot of my wife's business stuff.
Probably close it.
Huh. Any particular business?
Oh, my wife ran a tattoo parlor.
Oh! So you did pick a wild one, I see.
You know what?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be best for you to also review those records too then? See if there's some discrepancies there too? Think about it. Maybe it's something that your wife...
I did go through them.
Yeah.
I did go through them, and there's no missing money anywhere.
No new money either? That just suddenly appeared?
No.
Do you know if the tattoo parlor had a sort of camera system?
MP5s...
Yeah, she wasn't there that day.
Clavas.
She wasn't there that day. Fuck.
Assortment of clothing.
Did she text you that she was going anywhere? Was anywhere?
No, it was a normal day.
Body armor.
I just come home and everything fucking fell apart.
I was about to say.
And it's not like it was a super... And it's not like it was a super popular one. I mean, it was a one-off.
Oh. Well, no, it was a one-off. I was about to say, usually those places still have a camera for everyone's safety.
That's where this comes from. The wife thought it was funny.
Reminds me of Little Peep.
I'll start texting Charlotte because I know we have some software we can use to break into places if we need to. So that way, just in case we don't have to break in. But we could also use the Rancor supplies if needed. We'd have to ask about it. Hey, it
literally a Rancor supply is just a unmarked MP5 and a balaclava, and maybe some different set of clothing. So
I mean, I've got contacts, I've got hair dyes, I've got headbands, I've got a fucking disguise kit.
You're such.
Did you know that sometimes FBI safe houses are unlocked? Sorry, DEA ones. Anyways.
That explains a lot.
Well, listen, it's because, with that big change, they didn't change a lot. Like, I imagine, you see her rummage through her old bag. I imagine I still can use this, and it's like a little old FBI key card. It's useful somewhere, probably.
Maybe. All right.
Some of them forget to change the codes.
Well, feel free to set up shop if you need to. Just use the guest room.
Of course.
Use the guest room? Okay.
I'll be in town getting some supplies, talking to people.
I mean, it is the middle of the night, so I don't imagine you're going to find much.
You're literally right. I'll take the couch downstairs.
Alright. I'll take the guest room and I'll start setting up a little quote-unquote investigation bit. So...
There's the guest room. This is just hot water heater, stuff like that.
There, and just because... Actually, no, I'm going to put my pistol on the nightstand.
What? You got an attic?
Okay. Hey, you got a whiteboard anywhere?
Yeah, I don't really come up here.
It's almost smaller than I thought. Oh,
A
wow.
whiteboard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where have I seen this horror movie? Watch, the moment we turn around, there's gonna be a fucking little doll just sitting in the
Yeah,
middle
there's
of the...
nothing. Not even any in the pictures.
Oh.
I can't fit my fat ass through it. Oh, fuck.
You all are.
RP con divider.
What the fuck?
Just respawn and get back up here. Cut! Cutscene! Cutscene! Everyone transition back in places.
There we go.
Alright. And action in 3, 2, 1. Boop, boop.
Alright, so
Yeah, I don't normally go up there.
I'll just need a whiteboard so I can, you know, start writing
whiteboard.
connections, theories, and... Yes.
I don't think I have a whiteboard just sitting around.
You got a spare pen board or anything?
I mean, I've got this cork board.
Fuck it, this will work. Just kind of... Don't click that, it has a fucking spawn portal. Alright, I'm gonna borrow this, and I'll go hang it up.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Alright, are we smoking here?
My little schizo FBI pen
Um,
and red yarn.
I'd prefer if you do it outside.
Alright. Well, Hartz, we're gonna go ahead and try to learn what we can at least here.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
I've been at a dead end. Hell, my dead end was a couple months before I joined the unit.
Mine was the 3 years before I joined the unit. Yeah.
You know what? Makes sense.
So, also, real quick, are there any like broken windows or shot through windows in the pictures?
Yeah, but not big enough to fit a person.
Okay, nothing. The windows weren't broken except for my gunshots.
However, in the picture, the door does seem to be kicked in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's
Pretty peaceful, huh?
Yeah. You're
maybe
the-
whoever it was, they were looking for you, but they didn't realize, but they got your schedule wrong. Like I said, these guys look sloppy, so they probably found the next best thing, and whatever connections
Maybe.
they had, you know, county. I'm just popping theories out, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, it's pretty crazy. There's not another neighbor for a mile.
Mile, which direction?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Did you ever ask your neighbors down the street if they ever did see an odd car down that they don't recognize coming down?
Well, this is kind of a out of the way road. So I did
If you
ask,
excuse me, I'll have to go
but
use the restroom. I'll be right
all
back.
Women.
all the neighbors they're all old couples, not gonna lie. Like
No.
old.
No, that
Like
makes sense.
1980s old.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh shoot.
Well, it's best we turn in early now while we can. Now we can get up early in the morning and take care of the business we need to take care of in town and shit.
Yeah.
Still,
If you absolutely need to go anywhere and I'm not here,
yeah.
I mean, I think like Uber comes out this far. If you don't want to wait for me to grab my things and we can hit in town or something.
Mm-hmm. No worries. I'll most likely wait. Give me a chance to like do some exercises and shit. All right.
If you want, you can straight up use the theater room in case you want some privacy. There's that whole sectional couch downstairs. That thing was a pain to get down there.
You make me sound like make me think you're trying to insinuate something here. Oh no, I'm fucking.
I'm just saying I understand some
you.
people like their privacy, and there's a lot of windows in this room.
I'm fucking you. No, I imagine it was a real fucking bitch. I always hated moving furniture in the past.
Oh yeah, dude.
It got to the point where I just said, "Fuck it, I'll just spend the extra I'll spend the fucking extra euros to just get some new movers or shit."
Moving company? Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh, fucking hell.
Yeah, oddly enough, a lot of the boys on site actually made a lot of the frames for this stuff.
Oh, I see. You did a good job.
Yeah, that was nice of him. Yeah, motherfuckers actually do good fucking quality work if you pay them a decent bit. Hell, I paid him $100 to whip up the frames for just these two.
Mm-hmm.
His damn sight best welds I've seen that guy do.
Money and beer usually gets people moving. Or wine, one or the other.
Yeah, that's the point of the garage.
Mm-hmm.
I bring all the I bring a bunch of the foremans and the low-end guys, and
mm-hmm.
they very occasionally have a little cookout and some beers.
You ever kept contact with anyone after everything went down? And a foreman?
Yeah, a little bit.
I see. I see.
I told my employer basically keep me on retainer a little bit. So basically, I'm a last resort for them now. They'll hit me up whenever they absolutely want one, and so I take a few days and help them whip up some blueprints, and figure out some designs. I'm also on site quite a bit when that happens. So all of a sudden, whenever you don't see me for like a week or two at a time, that's most likely where I am.
Makes sense.
No, my search led me all across the fucking globe. I went to what's left of Europe, went up slightly into Canada, then it really get me anywhere. I wasn't gonna go over the border to fucking Mexico, especially with all the shit that's going on now. Shit that's going on now, they see me trying to go across the border.
Fuck no.
That
Fuck
wouldn't
no.
happen. They just have the last piece of the puzzle of locking me up forever.
Yeah, but it sounds like whatever lawyers your employer had fucking saved you.
Oh yeah. I mean, it didn't take much. All it was just like was some camera footage.
Yeah.
Actually, the biggest thing about it was the lawyer mainly threatened the wrongful withholding and the mistreat I got of not getting my courtesy phone call and all that.
Makes sense.
As much as the NFFA is ashamed from the old U.S., there's a lot of things that still stayed the same.
Yeah. It's nice that a lot of the bullshit fell through.
Yeah. I have a feeling it might not be It might not be the NFFA in full. It might be some people that got screwed over in your pause days. I have a feeling he was either a PMC like us before, or did some government work. Because a lot of thing is as much as they've changed, they also allow a lot of vindication or vindictive assholes.
One thing, you just reminded me of something. How I found the unit was, I was back home in Oklahoma. I had to go back there because I couldn't just stand seeing this place. I was back home, and the old man actually gave me the card to this place, though I don't know where he got it.
I have.
Do you have his first fucking name at all?
No, I don't.
I have a feeling about it. I have a feeling about something. Do you know? I probably already asked this. Do you know how old your old man is? Is he like Stu old, or is he like
Older.
You know, he saw Kennedy get whacked. JFK, no relation.
No, my guess is he's probably in his 70s or 80s by now.
Okay, I'm trying to remember how old Charlotte, Miss Dower is, because there's a feeling that
The boss?
Can ask. There's a feeling you can ask the boss in confidence if you knew anyone like that. Her file is in personnel, but of course heavily redacted to shit.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't think I've actually met the boss in person.
I met her.
I've
I
seen
met her for
several
my
pictures.
interview. Well, I imagine you talked to her for, the job interview.
Or did you talk to the Austinus instead?
I talked to Austinus.
Makes sense.
The they had a black hoodie on, just full mask, hat. Is that who Austinus is? They didn't tell me their name.
He is the big black wolf, the commander.
The what?
He's a beastskin.
What's
Big-
that?
Like Toft or Mutt.
Have you met those guys?
Who?
He hasn't met them. The new Canadian population. Those guys who fucking fused man and beast like you, but a lot more furrier. And like the
what?
Fed there.
What?
So, to explain,
How do you
you and
know?
I are what's called hybrids. Of course, I never had any trouble because
Okay, yeah.
I usually fought anything that gave me shit. So, however, there have also been experiments to making what's called beastskin. They're a lot more furry. They don't just have the ears and the tail. They've got full-on fur. Most of them are in Canada, but there are some in the U.S.
Huh.
We have 3 currently within the unit right now, too.
I thought we only had 2. I thought we only had Tuft and Mutt.
Austinus. The commander.
Awesomeness. I did not know that. Sorry.
We could literally see his
Don't
picture,
awesomeness.
like, as we walk inside the base at times. I don't know, maybe you guys think it's like
I've
a
never been
fursuit.
one. I've never been one to look at the
I didn't
pictures
think it
on
was
the
a
walls.
fursuit.
Oh.
I've dealt
That's
with
why I don't have any.
before.
Huh.
I've dealt with skin outlaws of all things. I know, weird, but
I've never seen them before.
Open
I
up a
didn't
Goo-
even know they were a thing.
Yeah, open up a Google page or something like that, and look it up. They're very big. Heard there's like a shit ton in Japan too. That uses slaves and
there's a
shit.
shit ton in Japan and Canada. They're not as common in the U.S. because, they get treated like shit.
You never know. Thanks to Princess's ass.
These guys are real?
Yeah, they're fucking real. You wanna buy it? You wanna buy like a Japanese one? You could probably like, get one flown over here and then like get it stopped for like human trafficking.
Stu!
You could buy these? What?
Depending on the country, yes.
What are they
it's-
like?
He's making a joke based off of mail order brides. I don't think they do mail order brides.
You never know. You never know.
You guys are
I
pulling
never
my
know,
leg.
but I just know there's usually outlaws, and there's some of them that are trafficked for whatever fucking reason.
Knows Mutt. You can talk to him about it too, like his friend Mutt.
Huh. That is
Mutt's
weird.
not a friend of mine. He's just kind of a coworker. I've never really met him, but I've heard some stories like he's a bit more soft-hearted type of deal. He's not jaded for some reason.
Like that one that they've been posting on the TV. That's real.
Yeah.
The bite of 2043? Yes.
That's not just NFFA propaganda.
That's real. That was us out there. That's our members out there.
That was us? Oh my god. That was us?
Inagami is part of the company. Yes.
What? Why did he do that?
To look good for the
Good
NFFA?
job.
Oh my god. What is wrong with him? Oh my god. Dude, that's why I didn't think it was real.
The accident dialed. But yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe... That's real. Holy shit.
First day when I came in and did my interview with Mrs. Dower was the day when apparently they brought in a whole bunch of misfits and kids, anyone they can from the fucking zone, right? A lot of people they had in the zone there.
Yeah.
Had to sit there, listen to her talk to me, during the interview, asking, I got guys with savior complexes. That could be bad for business. Are you going to be bad for business with a savior complex for me? Essentially, right? And you should already know what that means then for this company. Don't do that kind of, savior stunt again. But that also means more biting neck people.
Yeah, no, I'm here to find information.
What are you going to do afterwards when you get the end of all this shit?
Well, that depends. Hopefully, I can find my wife alive. Try to bring her home and I don't know, I guess figure it out from then, but I imagine probably with how long it's taken me to even figure anything out, imagine she's probably dead by now, which sucks to say, but I try to be as honest as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I guess I'd have nothing else to
At
do.
this point, we're getting closure, but I at least want to help. Because, you asked me.
Which I appreciate
It's
that.
the least I can do. And it's going to take a while because I need to get stuff from the evidence. Evidence locker, which we can either break in using our Rancor supplies, which is cheap, or we can, use the system that Dower had us go through in order to...
I guess
break into
something
other
I could
people's
do. I guess something I could do to go undercover was I guess I could get a backpack and kind of, pull it up into a backpack or something. I don't know.
Well, we ain't gonna get much further.
The old man told me to try to use it as a belt before. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Well, we're just going in circles right now. Think of just possibilities, boys.
Yeah.
It's best you all get some rest while you can. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll get everything written down, theories, and kind of plan what I need to. If you wish, talk to Mrs. Dower about your old man. She might have at least an inkling of something.
You could just talk to him too.
Yeah.
Who knows? We might be able to work for the NFFA more, and they might ask us in Fireteam Alpha what we want, like a shitty kind of, Black Ops genie. and we might be able to ask.
I suppose. It's gonna feel weird working with them. For how much they've tried to have it out for me. Hell, every step along the way, it's been pretty much a little bit of trouble. You know, tell the old man about it. It gets fixed.
Let me give you the comfort in this. Usually when it's something, when the government has it out for one person, it's not the entirety. It's not all points bulletin. Fuck that guy. It is typically a group of people high enough and with enough power to fuck over someone else.
It's probably because he's a hybrid.
But to everyone else, it's usually run of the mill.
Yeah.
I got fucked over because I tried to investigate a judge that also happened to be very crucial to some people to keeping their jobs from USA to NFFA. Because I was looking into his corruption charges, and they didn't want me to look into that because, well, that would compromise their jobs. So guess what? They shit canned me next to my 401k. Am I too vindictive about it? No, but I'm going to be sketchy about any NFFA members joining us. However, I'm still going to be pragmatic enough to, you know, ask them for things. I know we've got one somewhere around, some liaison. There's usually always a liaison.
Yeah.
Lord knows in my office there's 3 for different federal agencies.
And
you know, Fishing Game also gives their liaison depending on the state.
I mean, hell, me and Stu went and talked to the president.
What the president think of you?
He was asking me if I was a husky or a shepherd.
Oh, wow.
Asshole, right?
You're fluffy like a husky, so I wouldn't blame him.
I couldn't tell you. I don't even know myself. Okay? I never met my biological parents, damn it.
You're just cashing
I
in
never met
everywhere,
mine
huh?
either, but I really don't care where I came from. I just had the bunny ears and the thing.
Oh, I'm surrounded by orphans, aren't I?
And, well, it's not exactly orphans because I had parents that, you know, adopted me very early on. I don't even know why I was created. Who knows? I might have been a scout. I don't know. Maybe I was born to be a prostitute. Fucking, I don't know.
I don't see the assets for that, do you?
I'm married.
Yeah, so it was.
Stop fucking bouncing your chest, Harlot. Alright. Oh, where's a beer? I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Alright.
Oh, I'm fucking with you.
You say, where's the beers?
Yeah, where's the beers at?
Oh. We need a beer. Hold on. I keep some in the fridge.
Let's go.
It's probably going to be IPAs. It's probably going to be IPAs. I'm going to call it.
Are you a cheap beer kind of guy? Are you like nice stuff?
I'm down for whatever. Cheap beer, me.
I'll take your pick. I've got a case of Bud Light right there, and on the bottom I've got Modelo.
Oh, fuck yes, Modelo.
Yeah, that's what's up. A good beer. Doesn't taste like piss water.
I had to get used to drinking American beer so
Hey, listen,
fucking
some
much,
days at
so
a hotel
quick.
at 3 o'clock in the morning, you take what you can get.
So if you are a wine person, open this up right here. I've got some wines.
I'll be perfectly honest, I am...
What you got that's cheap?
Cheap?
Ugh.
Thank you. Just going to pour myself a glass.
There's gonna be one of those dramatic large glasses. That's 3 times the
Not
size of
dramatically
normal one.
large.
No, but I do have a comically large spoon. I forget where I put it though. Where did I put it? Oh, I have it around here somewhere. Hold on. I think it's up in the storage room.
I don't have anywhere else to be, so I might stay here while I do the investigation.
Comically
We're
large
gonna be
spoon.
here anyways. We're gonna stay here for the night anyway. It's too late to go. Did you really have a fucking comically large spoon? That is so retarded.
He holds out a 5 foot tall spoon.
Where the fuck did you find it and how much did it cost?
I asked the guys at the job site to make one. I paid him $1,000.
They're pretty handy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it was actually just with the joke. Best 1,000 I ever spent.
Also, my question
Such a
is,
stupid
I
ass.
know it's not an important question. What happened to you? What happened between you and your employer after that? Did they just let you go?
I was telling Stu, they keep me on retainer now.
Yep.
Oh,
Just
okay.
set this behind the door here.
I mean, let's be honest. You can only do so much work while you can in the infantry section, unless you take on like some more paperwork positions. Which who the fuck's gonna do that willingly for like a 9 to 5?
So basically, they'll just call me up. They'll just call me up or shoot me an email that basically their other contractor they think is like charging too much or didn't show up or something like that, and they need somebody urgently. So they'll call me up, and then I'll get back to them within a couple of days.
Yep.
And then I'll either fly back out here, or it's sometimes they need me to go to Oklahoma. They have me fly around a lot. Hell, I went down to Florida for a little while, but I guess that's no longer an option.
Well, there's one half of Florida so above, so there may be some work there. All right.
I guess they might try to rebuild. But yeah, they'll call me. They'll call me out. Might cost
Kill
me an arm and a
yourself.
Tried it. It was a shitty gun.
Actually, it wasn't an arm and a leg. It was just an arm.
Stop reminding me. I
What
still have
arm was it,
PTSD.
by the way.
The right one they found, what they were able to get.
So this is the one. This is the one that made it back.
Maybe I should get fucking insurance.
Yeah, maybe you should, huh?
I can still smell the salt.
Get your fucking
Fucking maybe my old FBI
rainbow
file
colored
I
ass
can give
away
as
from me.
collateral. I don't know. Nothing really important there.
I mean, there was the
Different.
zone.
Well, it's just like
It was
I
the
was
zone.
moved to different desks, so like I don't know what to offer because I don't really have that much money because I've been busy doing odd jobs here and there and getting stuff for Rancor because
Just if you do
flying
want
out
to
to
get
a
the
place, losing tails, you know.
yeah, if you really do want to get the zero state insurance, you have to do a specific job that they will give to you. You don't provide collateral for it.
Okay. Yeah, no. I've been thinking about the insurance thing. I don't know what I'd give besides my old FBI
Yeah, you got
file.
zero state for it. I didn't get it.
Yep. They didn't get no money out of it. Thank God, thank God I got some form of insurance at the end. Oh, fuck.
Well, I did get money out of it, so
Lucky.
it's a nice mill.
Yeah. All right.
Too bad Misk and Blue can make it.
Yeah. Yeah. So if they want to, I can fly them out some other day. They want to check the place out. Like I said, they feel left out.
They're not busy. They're on shit.
I'll keep everything on. All my notes and stuff will be available to you because you
Shut
know
the light
you're
off. God damn, he falls out of sleeping just as fast as the old man. Shut the light out. Shut the light off. He's out.
Yeah. I'm gonna pour over the files a bit, think a little bit, get a couple ideas. I'll let you know in the morning. What time do you usually get up?
About 9ish. I might be because I gotta check my email too, see if they need me to
I
look over some
usually wake up
blueprints.
at 4.
You know, I can't remember if I have any eggs left in the fridge.
I'll make
Okay. And RP end.
Oh.
So is it alright if I suggested that those stuff, like whether it be a Rancor or firewall thing?
That is whatever you want to do with it.
Well, it's also up to you
Okay,
because it's your story. To be fair.
Well, no, it's Fireteam Alpha story. So, if you guys want to have a Rancor stuff, that we go and like bust out some stuff for Hartz's shit. I mean, suggest that to Lab. That'd be cool.
Yeah, no. There's also the fact of like, I'm also not getting you to, but it would also get you into a social with Lab, because it would be like you would ask about a certain name and type of thing.
Yeah.
And I apologize for yapping so much. I'm probably not going to listen to the fucking recording because I hate the sound of my own voice.
Yeah.
But
Did you like that
great
detail of
investigation.
like what did you do before you came to the unit, Hartz? I was just a union worker.